Well, hello, hello. This is Rose Arcid Creations. How you doing? We're going to be making a chicken dish in the oven, but we're going to do something different. We're going to make a bowl out of foil. Never done it before, but I gotta make sure you give yourself extra foil. And I'm just going to use this plate as an approximate size. And you want to go up. Now be very careful because foil is very gentle, very delicate. And you don't want to rip it. Because we're going to be adding potatoes, diced whole chicken breast. I was goofing around the internet because I was tired of the same old deals we've been doing for so long. And I thought, you know what, this is fun. I think this is going to be exciting. And guess what? My regular subscribers know. Easy cleanup because all the food is in here. That's the main reason why I can do this one. Oh, I can do this one. I didn't have to worry about getting extra dishes dirty. So, I'm so lazy. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm just folding it up so the walls of my bowl have a little bit of structure. Okay, so now I'm holding one hand on the plate. Oh, you can't see me. I'm holding one hand on the plate. You know what? I'm going to move this out of the way because I don't need this over here. I can move this over here. Alright, so here we go. So I'm just holding this to give myself some walls with the foil. And I'm using the plate as a way to shape the bowl of the foil. And of course, once you put the food in there, it's going to stack in there. It'll be a little bit more sturdy. And then I'll make my bowl a little bit nicer looking. Okay. There's my bowl. Let me get me my spray. I'm going to put some spray oil on it just because I don't want anything to stick. Because we are going to bake it at 3-something for like 40 minutes. Okay, so I sprayed my bowl. Now you're going to dice up some potatoes, fresh potatoes or frozen, whatever it is that you have, and overlay them on top of each other all the way around the shape of the bowl. Okay, yeah, you're it. Here you can see me. I did this manually instead of using my mandolin. I should have used my mandolin, but that's okay. It is what it is. And the little pieces, just stick them wherever they fit. Because I'm going to use all my potatoes. Another reason I did this is because I got like 6 potatoes. They're starting to go bad. So I got to do something with them. Okay, here's a little piece. That's a filler. Okay. Get my towel. Now we're going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper over that. Salt, pepper. Let me go get my chicken. Have it sitting in the sink. Now I When I buy a whole chicken, I buy extra chicken, especially when it's on sale. And then I cut off all the extra fat off of it. And then I always make at least, you see where it says diced chicken? I always do at least 5 or 6 of these baggies for times like this where I don't have to mess with it. Okay, let me get my left hand in there. You want to sprinkle your chicken all the way around the dish. We got to save enough because I made enough for 2 of these. 2 of these bowls. And this is a small amount of chicken. But that's okay. Because this is going to be more potato with a little bit of chicken. Which is good. Okay, let's do a little bit more. Do a couple more pieces here. We just want to make sure that every bite has some chicken in it. Which it does. And because my baggie's got, you know, from thawing out from the freezer, I'm going to put this on my little towel right here. Let me go wash my, because this is chicken, I want to wash my hands. Just because everybody knows about salmonella. So let me wash my hands right quick here. Get my soap. And do my sanitation so nothing gets dirty. Okay, now we're ready to do our mix. And the mix calls for 2 eggs, yogurt, plain yogurt. This is the last batch of my yogurt. It was starting to go also. And I save my chicken eggs because I'll rinse them off, clean them off. Let's put this over here on this dirty towel. That towel's actually clean, but I don't want to get pieces of egg everywhere. Okay, and since that towel is wet, I can clean the excess on my hands of that chicken. Gonna put the yogurt all in there. Add salt and pepper. And this is just salt and pepper to taste. And this is just basically for the liquid flavoring, because that's how it's going to steam and cook your potatoes and your chicken. And because of the potatoes, I put a little bit extra salt. But typically, I don't use a lot of salt. Now, if you want to put like pieces of broccoli, but we don't have any broccoli. It's still frozen. I forgot to take it out earlier, so we're just going to skip it. But to add a little bit of a greenery or put some raw carrots in there. We have some raw carrots, but hubby doesn't like cooked carrots, so we're not going to. Actually, hubby likes cooked carrots. I don't. I like raw carrots. So, just going to mix this all up. Get all the seasonings in there. Get it all together, combined. So you make yourself like a little dressing. See that? See that? And if you can, get a bowl with a spout to it, so it'll be easy to pour. Now you're only going to pour half of this because I got another, like I said, I got another dish. So, oh wait a minute, you know what? I think I'm missing a step. Let me get my directions, because I wrote everything down. Excuse me, the pepper got to me. Okay, you're going to slice about 3 medium potatoes, which is, I actually did 4, but they were small ones. About 1/4 inch thickness, which some of those are about 1/4 inch. Okay, you're going to dice your chicken, which was already diced, chicken breast. You're going to use 2 pieces. And in a bowl, we're going to mix 2 eggs, salt and pepper, and the yogurt. And then we're going to spray our bowl with oil, just so it doesn't sit. Layer your potato. Oh, the onions. Hubby don't like onions, so we're going to skip the onions. Okay. Or you can use onion powder, but we're going to skip that for now. Alrighty. And then, oh, butter. We need some softened butter. And I'm going to cheat And instead of using my good butter, I'm going to use my soft butter. Because hubby likes soft butter when he's making something. I prefer my better quality butter. So we're going to put that. Okay, come on. Okay, it's not wanting to come out. And I'm going to drop it. You can smooth the whole thing and layer out, but I don't want to get my spoon dirty, so I'm just going to use my fingers. And it's going to melt pretty quickly in the oven because I need to save that for my other bowl. And I'm just going to put that in there. And then typically what you would do is you would add your green, like I said, your raw broccoli, okay, or carrots, whatever extra it is that you have. Then you're going to sprinkle this sauce over all of that. See how thick that is? But as it's cooking, the heat and the bag are going to make it liquidy. Okay, that's about half. Now I'm going to, because I omitted the broccoli and all that, I'm going to put another layer of potatoes on top. The recipe doesn't say this, but you know what? It's my kitchen. I'm going to do what I want. And I could always save these, cook these, and make something. I might just bake them in the oven just so they're baked, and we'll have them for sometime for lunch tomorrow or something. Whatever I want to do. I know I've got way too many potatoes. Okay. Salt and pepper your potatoes again. And that one is done. But I need to shape the bowl because you see this part right here? It's not in there as high as these other parts. So I'm going to move and mold my bowl closer to all the food so as it cooks it doesn't spread out. Okay. I'm going to move that over. I'm going to keep the edges up high. But I'm going to move this part down to give myself a bowl that stays open. And you're going to put these on a cookie sheet and then put them both open side up, just not covered, in the oven. And you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 40 minutes. But you don't cover this. You just leave this open. I just want to make sure that it doesn't explode or fall apart on me. I think I'm going to add another piece of foil here. And again, y'all heard me in the very beginning. I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's part of the joy of cooking. I'm going to fold this over. There we go. I think that's going to be good. There we go. That's a lot more stiffer. That's what I wanted. I think that's going to work out really good now. Because it's stiff. So as it's cooking, it should not fall open on me. We'll see what happens. And I'm just shaping this. All I'm doing is shaping this. You know, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm sorry about that. I'm just shaping this around is all I'm doing. But I'm folding this over the bottom layer that was already there. You see I have a little lip there? And then I'm going to fold that over so it catches it. It's kind of like when you do pie crust and you've got an edge that kind of cracked on you or tore and you piece it together. Well, that's what I'm doing with my bowl. I'm going to be piecing this together. And there we go. See that? Didn't look pretty, but that's okay. I'm going to go do my other bowl. I'm just transporting it. I know you can't see me, but I'm transporting my thing off my plate onto my cookie sheet. And I'll show you that before I put it in the oven. So, you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm going to come over here. I'm just going to do this here so I don't have to move this all over again. You see how I have my one already made? And let me fix that up because it kind of fell when I picked it up and moved it off the plate onto my cookie sheet. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Okay, same, spray. Layers of potato. Let's overlap them. Because it was a video that I saw. It's one of those short videos off of Facebook. That's where I got this from. If I remember, I think I have the thing still in my phone. I'll put a pop-up to give the creator credit. I always like to give credit to whoever creates something when possible, if I know or if I can find it. I can't always find it though, so if I can't find it, that's why I don't know. Okay, and I think I have just enough for the top layer. Alrighty. And I gotta get my cheese before I go any further. So let me get the egg, the chicken. Let's layer the chicken. Oh, you know what? I need to do salt and pepper before I do chicken. And I'm sure it asks for so much salt because these are potatoes. Okay, where's my pepper? Oops. Oh, in my dirty hand that had chicken on it. Okay, now we're going to get the chicken. I'm trying to trying not to do those extra juices in here. You just want to evenly layer you want to evenly layer everything. And also, when you even layer it, it speeds up the cooking, so everything cooks all the way through. Instead of having the, except for like the potatoes that are overlapped. But then once it starts cooking, the juices from the chicken and the juices from the potato with the foil are going to put moisture so the potatoes will cook all the way through. Again, garbage this, wash my hands before I come to the next phase, and then do the other layer. Normally I would pause it, but because my hands got chicken, I don't like to get my camera. Oh, let me turn my oven on so it can preheat. Well, I'm over here anyway. think it said 350. Did it say 350 or 375? 350. Okay, good. Set it for 350. Oh, my cheese. I forgot my cheese. That's what it was. One low cheese. But I got my extra cheese in here. This one's almost empty, so I'm going to use this one up. To put cheese on top, not yet. Okay, so chicken, potatoes, chicken, salt and pepper, more potatoes. I'm just going to layer these potatoes there. You know what? I think this actually worked out pretty good. It's going to have just enough potatoes. I don't think we're going to have anything extra. Which, I'm going to be honest with you, it surprised me. But it did say it said 3 medium, but 2 of mine were kind of small. So, let me layer this over here. And I'll layer this one right there. And I got 2 little, look at that, I'm totally done. Used it all. Woohoo! That works out really well. Okay, salt and pepper. My sauce. Let's get all that goodiness out of there. Let me shape my bowl. I think I need some more foil because this one side is kind of on the low side, just like the other one was. So again, you get it lengthwise, and I'm going to fold it and fold it, fold it, and fold it. I'm going to make myself a little valley because this part right here is where I think it's on the shallow side. So I'm going to fold it over the inside layer that's already there. And then I'm just going to pinch it together. That's all I'm doing. I'm fixing my bowl. But you know what? If you can't have fun and giggle at yourself, you may want to do something else. Oh, I see a piece that got ripped. Let me get a piece of foil right underneath that because I don't want a big mess. And I'm going to pick that up just ever so gently. There we go. Yep, that part ripped on me. Oh well, it is what it is. But at least I got some foil underneath it, so as it's baking, it'll catch inside there. We may have a little bit of a dribble mess, but that's okay. Part of cooking is doing dishes. Okay, so my bowl on that is pretty good shape. Let's move these two together so they can be right next to each other. And we're going to add our cheese, our other oven's still preheating anyway. I should have turned it on a little earlier. But that's okay. I can just sprinkle my... Oh, I forgot my butter on this one. So let me... I'm glad I started over here on cheese first. Hubby likes... let hubby have that one. He loves cheese. So we'll give him the one with the extra cheese in it. Let me save some of this cheese for mine. Let me get my butter. I folded my cheese. Thank goodness it didn't get into the butter. I'm just going to use my fingers. Add a couple of dollops here and there, here and there. You could just slather it and do all that, but I don't want to mess with all that. My dish towel is dirty anyway, because that's my hand towel to wipe my hands with. I change them out every day. Sometimes 4 or 5 times a day. Just depends on what I'm doing. So, make sure there's butter everywhere. I will put in the description box, like always, the full recipe with the measurements and all that. But most of this, I think, is just eyeballing it. So I think that's pretty darn good. I think I'm good to go. There. And let me just wipe my hands. So I get my cheese in here, and then as soon as the oven is preheated, I can put them in the oven. And then just wash my dishes. Let's use the rest of this cheese, because this is just about all gone. That's garbage. Let's get some more of this cheese. This is that cheese we buy in the block from Azure, and then we shred it. And then I keep it in these freezable bags. This is the Colby Jack cheese. So I think we're good to go with that one. Let me just spread this out. Oops, I lost my little homemade lip. My homemade adapter thing here, I lost it. There we go. Back on track. We'll see how this works. If this doesn't work, guess what? We'll just go back to doing the same meal, but in a casserole dish. I just thought this would be something fun, something different. So we are done. Let me do a little bit of salt. We've got 2 different types of cheeses, but that's okay, because it's 2 different packets. I'm going to be honest with you, if this turns out real great, this is definitely enough for 2, maybe 2.5 meals. That's an awful lot. So there we are. As soon as my oven beep beep beeps tell me it's preheated and put it in the oven, cook it, and we'll bring you back at 40 minutes for the taste test. Okay, we'll bring it back. We are back for the taste test. Hubby was starving, so as you can see, he already helped himself. But when you're hungry, you're hungry. But let me show you. Now, I will tell you this. If you're going to do the double layer, because the recipe didn't say for that, I would say put foil on top, because the top layer did not cook all the way through, especially the thicker pieces. So either do single layer potatoes and then bake it. It turned out perfect. So I went ahead and rotated them. See that? I went ahead and rotated the bottom to the top, the top to the bottom, and I put it back in the oven another 15 minutes. So let's take a look I'm going to finish this off that hubby had. And nothing really stuck to the bottom of the foil. Very cheesy. And you can see all that butter. The chicken all cooked. I'll bring it closer to you in just a minute. But as you can see, the steam's piling up here because it just literally got out of the oven. It's mighty hot. So this is for sure. Now, I did have some overage where I guess where it bubbled out. And I do have to wash my pan, but that's okay. I don't have to scrub the whole thing because it cooked. So let's do the taste test. Okay, let me get a piece of chicken. And look, the chicken did cook all the way through. My potatoes falling apart. It cooked all the way through. Whoop. 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 Let me get to my chicken off the fork. I'm going to double dip, but that's okay because it's just me and hubby. I know it's piping hot. Mmm. Chicken is tender. You know what? With all that salt that I put on there, I could have used a little bit more salt because of the potatoes. You can taste the cheese. You can taste that cream sauce. All that butter. Nope. This is definitely not a plan, a meal on my weight loss program, but it is what it is. I went ahead and cooked my last batch of my homemade croissants. I'll put my little video link to that. And this is my take on making your own aluminum foil bowl to bake sliced potatoes and chicken. And of course, to make some greenery, you really could put some like broccoli or some carrot slices in there. And I personally, I'm going to be honest with you, would definitely make my bowls a lot bigger, taller. So that means I get more foil, make them taller. But as you can see, I really didn't really need it because there's nothing really overly spreading out. Let me just show you that bottom. Look at that bottom one. I don't really need to make it any higher than it was already. So, but you could have. Especially now, if you were going to be adding broccoli on top of that, you definitely have to make it higher. Make it a taller bowl. Okay? But thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. We're going to go eat a nice, good dinner. Take care now. Bye-bye.